Welcome back, thrill seekers. Join our channel as we explore scary moments when YouTubers find creepy things online. The internet's usually fun, but our daring creators discover goosebump-inducing secrets. Imagine gamers finding strange things in games, or beauty vloggers in mysterious places. Even tech fans stumble upon spooky messages. It's a huge, surprising world. Brace yourself for heart-pounding moments, spooky voices, strange occurrences, like a roller coaster ride through the digital unknown. Ready to join us on a journey into the unknown? What happens when the virtual world collides with the frighteningly real, leaving YouTubers and viewers alike shocked? In a quiet part of Ireland, there's this old cottage hidden among trees. One day, a young person who makes videos for the internet, along with their adventurous aunt, found this spooky old house. The bottom floor was falling apart, showing it had a lot of stories to tell. But instead of being scared, they felt curious and wanted to explore more. They went upstairs, and it felt really cold and weird. In the attic, strange things were hanging that looked scary in the dim light, but what scared them most was what they found inside. The young person climbed up to a room that was super old and had things from a long time ago. There was a strange decoration with old pictures of holy people that looked creepy now. But the scariest thing was a book hidden in the shadows. It seemed important, but also gave off a bad feeling. Even though things felt wrong, the young person started reading it. The book had weird writing and drawings that seemed old, and it made them curious, but also scared. Ignoring the warnings in the air, they decided to take the scary book home to learn more. But that was a big mistake. The book had dark powers, and bringing it home, they let something really scary into their life. They didn't understand the danger. The book they thought was interesting brought terrible things into their world. It made their life scary, and they couldn't escape the bad things that came with it. Every time they looked at that book, it reminded them of the scary things it brought into their life. In a far-off, empty place, there sat an old train that hadn't moved for ages. A bunch of friends who make videos for the internet decided to go explore it. They were curious and excited to see what they might find. They walked into the train's silent hallways, feeling a bit spooked. Inside, it was dark and kind of empty, but the scariest part was in the back of the train, the caboose. There they found something that terrified them beyond words. The air suddenly smelled metallic, and they saw something awful. Sheets covered in red stains, hiding something underneath. It scared them so much that they wanted to run away, but they also felt curious and wanted to know what was under those sheets. They were really scared to uncover what was hidden beneath those blood-stained sheets. They were torn between their curiosity and their fear of what might happen if they found out. Eventually, they couldn't handle it anymore. They ran away from the train as fast as they could. They were so scared they didn't even want to look back, fearing the horrible things that might be lurking there. That horrifying sight stayed with them, haunting their thoughts. They promised each other that they would never go back there again. They didn't want to know what was under those sheets. It was too scary to even think about, something they'd rather leave as a mystery and not let it give them nightmares. As the tension builds, prepare yourself for the unexpected twist that caught everyone by surprise. In a spooky old building that people left a long time ago, a YouTuber and their friend went inside, hoping to catch something strange on camera. As soon as they stepped in, they felt uncomfortable. The air was heavy and quiet, making them uneasy. They kept going further into the building and suddenly heard strange sounds. First, it was a whisper that sounded like a woman. Then, they heard a kid crying. It scared them, but they thought it might be someone playing tricks on them. Later, they heard a kid singing a song, which gave them chills. They wanted to find out where the sound was coming from, but suddenly things started flying at them from the dark. They got really scared and hid, trying to figure out who or what was throwing things at them, but they couldn't see anyone. They got really scared when they realized something spooky was happening. It felt like there were ghosts or something really strange in that place. They decided to leave right away and promised never to go back. The scary things they experienced were too much for them, and they didn't want to deal with that again. They were shaken and couldn't understand what had happened. They swore they wouldn't never return to that scary place where they felt the presence of something they couldn't explain. It was just too frightening, and they wanted to forget all about it and not think about the terrifying things they had encountered. Late at night, a special camera meant for watching kids caught something really scary. A person who makes videos for the internet wants to share happy moments with others, but instead they recorded something super chilling. At first, the video seemed normal. It showed their little boy in his bed making cute sounds in the quiet room. But then, things got scary. The young kid did something weird. He climbed up the side of his crib, keeping his balance in a way that seemed impossible for someone so little. The camera made a spooky picture of him in the dark room. While he was sitting up there, his cute sounds turned into something that sounded sad and scary. It made the person watching the video feel scared too. The small figure shown in the camera's special night vision looked strange and made everyone feel worried. The person watching, who was the kid's parent, felt scared for their child, but the kid didn't seem to know he was in a dangerous spot. The scary feeling from the video mixed with the sounds the kid was making everyone feel uneasy. The video was supposed to be about nice moments, but now it made everyone feel really scared. The weird sight of a child doing something that seemed spooky and unusual made everyone feel worried. Even after the video ended, it reminded them of the scary things that happen when it's dark, things they couldn't explain. Don't look away, because the next jaw-dropping moment is just seconds away. You won't want to miss it. In a really scary adventure, a person who makes videos for the internet and their friend finds something spooky. They wanted to know the truth about rumors of scary rituals, so they went into a super creepy old house where people said really scary things happened. As they got closer to the house, they felt really scared. The place smelled really bad, making them feel even more afraid. But even though they were scared, they still wanted to know what was inside. They looked all around the house and saw an open window. There was a weird ladder there with red marks on it. It made them feel scared, but they still wanted to see what was up there. So the person who makes videos climbed up, and their friend went after them, feeling unsure. When they looked inside the window, they saw something that would give them nightmares forever. A person covered in a sheet with bloodstain, like they were not moving at all. They got really scared and moved back quickly, feeling horrified. They realized they had seen something really scary and wrong. They were so scared and shocked that they ran away from the house as fast as they could. The scary thing they saw stayed in their minds like a ghost, making them feel scared. It was something they would never forget and made them promise never to go near such a dark and scary place again. James, a guy who makes videos of regular stuff for the internet, had a really scary time when weird things started happening in his house. His videos went from being about everyday life to capturing spooky stuff that they couldn't explain. It turned their safe place into a scary one. At first, they felt like someone was watching them and heard strange noises in the house. In one video, James recorded footsteps that sounded like a ghost walking upstairs, even though they thought nobody was up there. The scary things kept getting worse. In another video, while James was filming, there were knocks at the door. Thinking it was someone they knew, he opened it, but there was nobody there. It was super creepy and empty outside. In a different video, James and his roommates recorded loud footsteps from the floor above them. They were really scared because they knew they were the only ones in the house. These videos that were supposed to be normal turned into scary stories about things they couldn't understand. James tried to stay calm, but the scary things happening made it hard to feel safe in their own home. They couldn't tell what was normal anymore and what was spooky happening in their house. As more videos came out, they realized something really weird was going on. They felt like there were ghosts or strange things in their home. James and everyone watching felt scared, realizing their cozy home had turned into a place full of scary and unexplainable things. Get ready for a heart-pounding revelation that will make you question the very fabric of reality. During a live game broadcast on Pokemon Go, a person on Twitch who plays games for others faced something really scary in Central Park, New York City. Everything was normal until suddenly Someone attacked the streamer while they were playing the game. The streamer was just playing when suddenly someone hit them from behind, making them fall. The viewers watching got scared as they saw this happening live. It was clear that the streamer was being attacked by someone. The attacker, hiding in the shadows, demanded the streamer give up their things in a mean way. The streamer begged the attacker to stop, but the person didn't care and took the streamer's phone. Then, they quickly disappeared into the city. This shocking incident happened live, and everyone watching got really scared. They were all just enjoying the game, but suddenly they were faced with a very scary situation happening in real life, not in the game. The scary event made everyone see how risky it can be to stream while out in public. It made the viewers feel scared and shocked, and the streamer was scared too. The scary thing that happened made the broadcast, which used to be lively and fun, turn into something dark and scary. Central Park is usually a happy place where people walk around and play games like Pokemon Go, but this event showed that even in a bright and busy place like that, something really scary and unexpected can happen, leaving behind a really scary memory for everyone involved. This incident made a big impact, showing everyone that sometimes the real world can be really dangerous even when you're just having fun. During a trip to Peru, a famous person who makes videos for the internet found something really scary. One night, he saw a creepy house that people said was haunted, and he just had to check it out. He stood far away and looked at the old, run-down house. The windows looked like empty eyes staring into the dark. He got a shiver down his spine when he saw something moving inside, like a figure wearing a spooky hoodie. Feeling unsure, he kept watching when suddenly something really strange happened. A dark, shapeless thing moved across the window, like something invisible was moving around inside the spooky house. He couldn't move, feeling scared and shocked by what he was seeing. He didn't understand what was happening, and it made him feel scared and confused. His heart raced, and he couldn't believe what he had just seen. It was like something he couldn't explain, and it made him scared. This scary thing he saw made him think that maybe there were things in that house that were beyond what he could understand. Feeling scared and with his mind racing, he decided to leave that scary place. Even though he recorded what he saw, it left him feeling worried. It made him think that some things in life are just too scary and best not explored. Hold on to your seats because the most chilling part of the story is about to unfold before your eyes. In this video, a YouTuber and his friend were just taking a normal walk when things suddenly got scary. Even though they were just walking and having fun, something really strange made the famous person feel super scared out of nowhere. All of a sudden, they felt really worried for no reason. They became aware of everything around them and started looking for something bad, even though they couldn't see anything wrong. But then, they saw something that made them feel even more scared. A big hole in the ground that looked like it had been dug up recently. It looked so much like it could be the size of a person. The once normal ground now looked strange and scary, like it was hiding something weird. They got really scared as they stood there, feeling like something bad was going to happen at any moment. The silence around them just made things even scarier. They didn't know what to do and felt worried about what could be under that strange hole. Their thoughts were racing as they thought about what might be under that hole. The famous person's voice was shaking as they talked, showing how scared and curious they were. Even their friend was really scared and confused about what they were seeing. They couldn't decide if they should try to find out more or just leave the scary place. They recorded everything they saw with their camera, capturing the scary moment. It made them realize that sometimes things that seem normal can suddenly become scary and mysterious. The memory of the weird hole in the ground scared them a lot, making them realize that sometimes reality itself can be really strange and terrifying. Hold on to your nerves because the most terrifying revelation is just a few moments away. On a scary night, a YouTuber bravely tried to catch proof of spooky forces in his room. Moving through the silent space, it turned into a scary scene. A plain face showed up in the doorway, oddly familiar, but very blank. Panicking, he opened the door, expecting a scary presence that never came. Closing it, the room got quiet, but the scary feeling stayed. The eerie face came back, a strange ghost challenging logic. A chilling hand reached out from the dark. Scared, he used his camera to show the world the scary moment. With a racing heart, he looked again, finding emptiness. A haunting noise echoed, the only trace of the scary moment. The scary encounter, recorded as proof, left a lasting mark of horror, a reminder of the mysteries beyond understanding. Prepare for the ultimate spine-chilling finale. Watch as we unveil the most bone-chilling encounter yet, an unexplainable terror that will leave you on the edge of your seat. A group of brave YouTubers set out on a daring quest to uncover forgotten treasures within an old factory's decayed walls. Armed with cameras, they ventured into the eerie depths of the desolate plant, their nerves on edge from the unnerving silence that enveloped them. Inside, a heavy atmosphere hung in the air, making them feel as though unseen eyes were watching their every move. Mysterious lights flickered distantly, disappearing as they drew nearer, casting eerie shadows that danced ominously across the worn-out corridors. As they cautiously tread through the labyrinth of rooms, they encountered spaces cluttered with heaps of discarded debris, each area emanating a sense of abandonment and desolation that sent shivers down their spines. But the tension reached its peak when they stumbled upon a room adorned with cryptic and chilling writing scrawled across its walls, sending a chill down their collective spine. Their nerves frayed further as they approached a final room concealed behind a tattered, grimy curtain. Summoning their courage, they hesitantly peered beneath the veil, only to be met with a sight that froze their blood. A deafening scream pierced the stillness, jolting them with sheer terror. Fueled by fear, they spun around, seeking the source of the haunting cries, only to find empty, narrow corridors amplifying the ghostly wails. With panic seizing their hearts and adrenaline coursing through their veins, they fled from the spectral echoes reverberating through the hollow halls of the desolate factory. Their escape was frantic, their footfalls echoing in the emptiness as they raced away from the haunting cries that seemed to follow. The chilling ordeal, captured vividly on film, left an indelible mark of terror on their souls. A haunting reminder of the inexplicable horrors lurking within forgotten structures, a tale destined to linger in their minds long after the cameras stopped rolling. Thank you for joining our hair-raising journey through chilling discoveries. The inexplicable encounters we've unveiled are just the tip of the iceberg in the world of spine-tingling mysteries. Stay tuned for more heart-stopping moments. Remember, the unexpected hides around every corner. Hit subscribe to dive deeper into the realms of the unexplained with us. Share your thoughts and your own eerie experiences in the comments below. Get ready to fuel your curiosity and brace yourself for the next batch of bone-chilling discoveries. Until then, stay curious, stay cautious, and keep your eyes peeled for the unexplained.